Welcome to Brevard Beat, your guide to everything Brevard County. I've lived here for years, and let me tell you, there's nowhere quite like it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Brevard's got this unique energy,
Yeah.
a mix of kind of laid-back beach vibes, but also that cutting-edge space exploration stuff.
And a really welcoming community, too.
Exactly.
But we know it can be a little overwhelming if you're new here, so we're going to break down some of the essentials. So let's say you just moved to Brevard. What are like the top things you absolutely need to know?
Well, first off, you've basically landed right in the heart of the Space Coast.
I mean,
We're talking being neighbors with the Kennedy Space Center. Can you imagine just running to the store and seeing a rocket launch?
talk about an epic errand run.
Right.
And speaking of incredible sights, you can't forget about those legendary Brevard beaches. Miles of coastline, each with its own personality, like Cocoa Beach. It's always buzzing perfect if you're looking for that lively surf scene.
Yeah, but if you're after something a bit more secluded, laid back, you gotta head south to Melbourne Beach. It's perfect for families and people who just want to relax and soak up that Florida sun.
Definitely. And don't forget Playa Linda Beach, part of the Canaveral National Seashore.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you get that rugged, untouched beauty.
Like stepping back in time.
Exactly. This is what I love about Brevard. You've got options.
So many.
Speaking of options, are you a craft beer fan?
Ooh, are you happy?
Because Brevard has got you covered.
Oh, yeah. We've got some real hidden gems like Intracoastal Brewing up in O'Galley.
I love that place.
They've got this fantastic outdoor patio overlooking the water, perfect for enjoying a locally brewed pint. And then there's Mash Monkeys Brewing Company in Sebastian. They're always experimenting with new and interesting flavors.
It's making me thirsty just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But Brevard's not just about beaches and beers.
Yeah.
We have a thriving arts scene, too.
Absolutely. Don't miss the Melbourne Art Festival. It's huge. Artists come from all over.
I know, it's amazing.
And if you're looking for something a bit more low-key, check out the Art Architecture Tour. It takes you through some of Brevard's most beautiful and historic buildings.
It's a great way to see the city.
It is.
And if you're in the mood for a show, the King Center for the Performing Arts in Melbourne hosts everything from Broadway to concerts to even stand-up comedy.
You'll be blown away by the talent here.
Okay, let's talk about something completely different. The Brevard Zoo. You've been there, right?
Of course. It's not your average zoo. They have these incredible interactive exhibits, like ziplining over the rhino enclosure
Yeah.
or kayaking through the wetlands. You can get up close and personal with the animals in a way you never imagined.
That sounds amazing. And it seems like Brevard really, and let me tell you, celebrate too. I've heard great things about the festival scene here.
Oh, absolutely. There's always something going on. The Florida Seafood Festival in Titusville is a must for any seafood lover. Fresh catches, live music, family fun.
Love it. What about the Space Coast Fair?
Oh, yeah. Classic carnival atmosphere. Rides, games, fair food, the works.
And don't forget about all the smaller community-driven events, like the farmers markets, art walks, and all the holiday celebrations. Brevard really brings people together.
It's one of my favorite things about living here. It doesn't matter if you've lived here forever or just moved in yesterday. There's this welcoming vibe that just makes you feel right at home.
So true. Everyone's so friendly.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways to get involved in the community, whether it's volunteering, joining a club, or just striking up a conversation with your neighbor.
Exactly.
Speaking of community, Brevard is an amazing place to raise a family.
It is.
Great schools, tons of parks, libraries with incredible kids programs. You'll never hear your kids saying, "I'm bored here."
That's a huge plus.
So we've covered beaches, space beer arts, family fun. What else is there to discover in Brevard?
Well, that's where things get really exciting. Brevard is full of hidden gems. Those off-the-beaten-path places you won't find in any guidebook. Tucked away nature trails, secret beaches, and all sorts of quirky little businesses that make this place so special.
Like what? Give us some examples. I'm always up for exploring new spots.
Well, have you ever heard of the Enchanted Forest Sanctuary?
Welcome back to Brevard Beat.
Yeah.
We're really getting into what makes this place tick. We've talked about the beaches and, of course, the space program, but I think one of the things that really surprised me when I first got here was the history, especially when it comes to space exploration.
Yeah, it's kind of everywhere you look, right? You can practically feel it at the Kennedy Space Center, like those echoes of all those early missions. It's not just a museum. It's like you're stepping onto a movie set.
Right.
But a movie that's still being made.
Exactly. You can stand right there on the ground where rockets blasted off into the unknown. And it's not just the launch pads either.
Yeah.
They've got exhibits that show you the whole evolution of space travel. The tech, the dreams, the craziness of it all.
What I find fascinating is that the Kennedy Space Center, it's not just about the past. It's still a launch site today. You could be standing there and see a rocket launch.
I know.
It's a site that'll give you chills.
And the energy during those launches is amazing. Everyone's locals, tourists, all gathering on rooftops, beaches, any place with a clear view to watch those incredible machines take off. There's a sense of wonder and excitement. It's really contagious.
Speaking of wonder, let's get back to those beaches.
Okay.
Each one's got its own personality, something for everyone.
Yeah.
We talked about Cocoa Beach earlier, the heart of the Space Coast. If you're into surfing or just that classic Florida beach vibe, that's the spot.
But if you're looking for something a bit more peaceful, Melbourne Beach is calling.
Yeah.
Perfect for families. Calm water. Soft sand, building sand castles, searching for seashells. There's a sense of peace there you don't find everywhere.
And then there's Playa Linda Beach.
Oh, yeah. Playa Linda.
That's the wild one.
The wild one.
It's part of that Canaveral National Seashore, so you're seeing nature at its most raw. You can walk for miles and feel like you're the only person there.
I remember the first time I went to Playa Linda, I stumbled on a sea turtle, nesting, laying her eggs into the moonlight. It was magical, like a reminder that we share this planet with all these incredible creatures.
You know, experiences like that are what make Brevard special. But the adventures don't stop at the beach. We've got over 70 parks, nature preserves, trails to explore.
Oh, right. The Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. I love that place. It's like a paradise for bird watchers. Over 330 different kinds of birds there. I once saw a flock of roseate spoonbills. Their feathers were pink. They were glowing in the sunset. It was like a dream.
And if you're feeling adventurous, you can kayak through the mangroves at the Thousand Islands Conservation Area, see alligators at the Enchanted Forest Sanctuary hike through Wickham Park. You'll never run out of ways to get close to nature in Brevard.
All this exploring is making me hungry. You know what? This is the perfect time to talk about another one of Brevard's highlights, the food.
Oh, the food scene here is incredible.
I know.
There's something for everyone. We talked about the craft breweries, but don't forget the seafood, fresh from the ocean. You can find everything from those little fish shacks to fancy restaurants with real culinary masterpieces.
I love Dixie's Downtown Grill in Titusville. They make an amazing blackened mahi-mahi sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
I dream about that sandwich.
And if you're looking for something a little different, there are amazing Thai restaurants. Indian, Italian, Mexican, all over the county.
And you can't forget those local cafes where you can just chill with a cup of coffee and a pastry.
Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a great way to slow down and really enjoy the Brevard lifestyle.
Speaking of enjoying, we can't forget about the festivals.
The festivals.
Like, feels like there's one every weekend.
Okay.
Celebrating everything from seafood to space to art.
The Florida Seafood Festival in Titusville is a classic. All kinds of delicious seafood dishes, live music, cooking demonstrations. It's a great way to experience the local culture and meet people who love good food like you do.
And the Space Coast Fair brings that traditional fair, fun rides, games, carnival food, live entertainment. It's a must-do.
It really is. Even the smaller events, like the Melbourne Art Festival or the Grant Seafood Festival, they've got a special charm.
You're right. What I love about the festivals here is that they're not just about entertainment. They're about bringing people together. You see neighbors catching up families, making memories, everyone just enjoying the moment.
And that sense of community goes beyond the festivals. It's something you feel everywhere here.
Absolutely. There's a real spirit of giving back here. Whether it's volunteering, supporting local businesses, or just being there for your neighbors, you really feel like you belong.
And that extends to the way people embrace art and culture here. We've got the Uga Galley Art District. It's this hub of creativity with galleries, studios, murals everywhere. Then there's the Henniger Center in downtown Melbourne, a beautifully restored theater with amazing plays and musicals.
And let's not forget the King's Center for the Performing Arts, bringing world-class talent right here. From Broadway shows to concerts to ballet, there's always something inspiring happening on that stage.
It's incredible how much variety there is in Brevard. Whether you're an art enthusiast, a history buff, a nature lover, or a foodie, you'll find something to get excited about.
That's the beauty of it. It's a place where you can be yourself, explore your interests, and connect with others who share your passions. It's a place where you can really feel alive.
I couldn't agree more. We've covered a lot, but believe it or not, we've only just scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore, from those hidden gems tucked away to the energy of the downtown areas.
Exactly. And we're excited to keep discovering it all with you. We'll be back with more stories and recommendations in the last part of this episode.
Welcome back to Brevard Beat. You know, as we're talking about all the cool stuff Brevard has to offer, it really hits me that this is a fantastic place for families.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We talked about the beaches, parks, and the zoo, but there's a whole other level of family fun here, like libraries that put on these awesome events for kids, storytelling workshops, you name it.
And those children's museums, where learning is basically just playing.
Right.
The Brevard Museum of History and Natural Science in Cocoa is so cool.
I love that one.
It's full of interactive exhibits that make history come alive.
Absolutely. And for kids who are into science, the Space Coast Science Center in Titusville is amazing. They can launch rockets, explore the solar system, do their own experiments. It's perfect for sparking that curiosity.
And the best part is, it's not just for kids. I find myself getting just as hooked on the exhibits as my kids. It's quality time that's actually educational.
Exactly. So speaking of quality time, what about those hidden gems that make Brevard so unique? We mentioned the Enchanted Forest Sanctuary and those historic downtowns, but there are so many more treasures out there.
Okay, I'm ready. Spill the beans. What are some of your favorite secret spots?
Well, have you ever been to Laurie Wilson Park in Cocoa Beach?
I don't think so.
It's this gorgeous beachfront park with a boardwalk through the dunes. The sunrises and sunsets there are incredible, and you can often see dolphins playing in the waves.
Oh, wow. I have to check that out. I love finding those peaceful places where you can just escape the crowds and enjoy nature.
And for a taste of that classic old Florida vibe, you got to drive down to Pelican Beach Park in Satellite Beach.
Pelican Beach Park. Okay.
Yeah, it's this hidden gem with a real retro feel, perfect for a picnic or just a walk along the beach.
See, this is what I love about Brevard. There's always something new to find, even for people who've lived here forever.
Exactly. And that's what we're all about with Brevard Beat. We want to be your go-to guides as you experience this amazing county.
We want to help you plan your family adventures, your romantic getaways, your solo explorations, whatever you're into. We're here to point you to those unforgettable experiences.
But we can't do it alone.
Right. We need your help.
Tell us about your favorite hidden spots in Brevard. What are the must-do things that make this place special for you?
Share your stories, your recommendations, your adventures. We're building a community of Brevard lovers here.
So until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep your Brevard Beat pumping.
We'll catch you on the next Brevard Beat.